Coffee with Nikkie. Right. In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? This the chair clicks out. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? We have a rainy day. It's been raining since last night. I think we're getting some of the weather from down south, but it's doing what it's doing, right? So we had a rainy, gloomy day, but I'm gonna bring the sunshine. So y'all be ready, get ready. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna talk about today. I found out who has been in my garden, and it's a couple of them. So I'm going to talk about it. So welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. Make sure as soon as you walk in the building, as you can see right there, hit the like button. Please, when you walk in, please hit the like button. And also take this video out and share it. Let everybody know we are live. This is Radical Week, and so Radical Action Week. And I think I'm going to actually take this into probably a month, because we were talking about it and doing stuff last week, and we're going to do it. We're still doing things this week, but I think this is something that I think we all need. I think we all need this jolt. I think we all need this wake-up call, because I wrote in my notes too that we have some things that we put on our vision boards. As for us, we did roadmaps, and so we have things that are just sitting there. I have 2 of my vision boards where I had posted that I wanted to be a public speaker, and I wanted to have the #1 podcast, and I wanted to do all of these things. Now I get on Coffee with Nikkie every single day, right? And this is kind of like my podcast, but I actually set up everything to have my podcast, right? There's 1 episode in my queue, and I have not updated it. And so how can I have the #1 podcast if I'm not even putting myself out there? And so that's one of the things that's on my board that I could be working towards. And a lot of us, we put things on our boards that we just leave there and hoping magically that they'll come, they'll happen. And sometimes they can just happen in that way, but you got to be working towards it. You got to start moving towards the goal that you said that you want. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit today. And also I got a comment in my, a YouTube comment from one of my videos about something that I said, and they said something back to me, and we're going to talk about that too later on in this, because I feel like, when people tell me they don't have time, to me, it feels like it's a cop-out. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to discuss that a little more. And I know people's lives get busy, but we're going to talk about that. But before we get into everything, let me see who's in the building. So we got Latrice of Heartbeat Candle Co. That's how y'all know her. I call her cousin. But here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on Earth's in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Cousin is a little bit under the weather, so you guys make sure that y'all send her well wishes and love. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois is in the building. She said, good morning, beautiful ladies. Good morning, Miss Beautiful Lady, Miss Lois Brown. Good morning, Melody. Melody said, good morning, everyone. Hit the like button. As you can see right there, Miss Melody also stepping out of her comfort zone, and she went live last night. I don't know how many of you guys caught her. It was an impromptu live, but she did it, and she said she's going to go live again on Friday. So I'm super excited about that. So kudos to you, Miss Melody. We got Big Meech in the building. Good morning, Big Meech. And y'all know it's summertime. So when we say good morning to Big Meech, we got to say good morning to Jordan. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So Big Meech is in the building. And I also want to say shout out to Miss Big Meechy too, because she put her flyer out that she's going to be going live on August 14th. And so she's going to do a craft with me kind of session for her live. And so it's super exciting. I reposted it and people are sending me messages back like, oh, this sounds like fun. So Big Meech, I think you're on to something. I think you're on to something. So there you go. There you go. Good morning, Miss Melissa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Christina. Christina said, good morning, all. Let's see. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And good morning, Miss Tracy. How are you doing this amazing morning? So, have some things. So when we're going to talk about, let me see if I caught up to everybody. I did. Okay. So yesterday I was making sugar scrubs. I was doing something and I looked out the corner of my eye out the window because I could see my garden. And I saw some brown things out there and I was like, what is that? So I go to the window. It is 4 giant deer outside in my garden beds, and both of them, like I have 2 in the front. Remember, I got I tell you every morning, so y'all kind of should have the visual. But I have a front garden, and then I expanded it. So if you go a little further up, I have 2 garden beds there, right? And so they got into both garden beds. So in one garden bed, I got the collard greens and the red cabbage. I have onions and garlic which they're supposed to hate, but clearly they don't hate it. And then in the front garden, I have my squash, and I don't even know if they ate my squash. And I was trying to leave them there because they left them. They dug around and they left the squash. I'm like, okay, maybe they don't eat squash, so I left it there. Hopefully they don't, because I'm trying to see how big they can grow. They're about this size right here, and I don't want to take them right now. I want them to grow a little bit more. So, but if I lose them, it's okay because I've given them to my neighbor anyway. So they're both there's 4 in the garden, right? Eating both sides of the raised beds, eating all of my stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a little stick by the steps. So I took that and I started banging on the stairs and they started running away. But one stayed. And so I had to get close and, threaten it a little bit. But yeah, so I found out what family of deer was eating my stuff. And so I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like already, I don't even want to do a fall garden because I'm so pissed off about these deer coming in here. But I think I'm still going to attempt to do the fall garden because I won't have those summer bugs eating up the leaves and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to, go for the collard greens and the cool crops. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to attempt. I'm going to see what's going to happen. But yeah, so I found out what was eating them. So I had to scare them away. And a friend of mine came over who also, I'm gonna tell y'all that too. So a friend of mine came over, and this is the girl who taught me how to garden and everything. And so she said she didn't even want to talk about it because this year has been such a struggle, from the weather to the animals. It's been such a struggle for us to even harvest anything. And so she was like, don't even talk about it. Like she's the one who starts her garden, like she's doing it all year long. Right? She's doing it all year long. And she always says, well, January, start planting your peppers, or February, start planting your peppers. And I always start late, but she usually starts early. So when May comes around, she's already harvesting things. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I'm still planting things. I'm still putting things in the ground, but she already has everything together. And she was like, she don't even want to talk about it. Like they really destroyed her garden. She said a deer broke. She has this trellis, and the deer came and smashed it. Like something came and hit it, knocked it over. She was battling like voles. I've never even heard of voles, but then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, those things ugly. She's battling those. She had the deer in there. She has some of everything in there that's destroying her garden as well. So she was like, I don't even want to talk about it. So it's good to hear that I wasn't the only person struggling with my garden. Even my neighbor across the way, she's been struggling with her garden too. I had to tell her when I seen the deer in my yard yesterday. I'm like, girl, deer might be coming over there. And she was like, they were trying to come in because she has a gate. And she was like, they were trying to come in, but her dog started barking, and so they ran away. But it's been a struggle for us this year. So I say all of that to say I'm gonna attempt to do my fall garden. I'm going to do it. I'm gonna plant the seeds today. I'm committing to something that I may not do. I may plant the seeds today, but I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready. So I'm gonna see what we're gonna do. I still, on the other hand, I do have my my one that's closer to my garage to my house. That garden bed is still intact, thank God. And I do have some cucumbers growing in there. I have my eggplant is flowering in there. I got lots of peppers in there, like banana peppers growing in there. And I also have carrots growing. And all of the rooted vegetables, like the beets and the carrots, hopefully I'll have something in there. Oh, and the radish. Hopefully I'll still have that because they just ate the top. So hopefully I'll be able to pull it out and I'll have something. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see. So some new people walked in the building. Let me see. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Nikki. I needed to hear that. I'm super nervous. It is okay, girl. You got it. You got it. You craft every day or however long you craft. You know exactly what you're doing. So this is going to be a comfort to you. I don't want to exactly say your comfort zone because you're going to automatically, be live. So you're going to be a little frazzled. But this is you. By you doing something where you're still moving, you're not going to concentrate so much on what you're saying and doing because people will ask you, oh, what are you doing? Oh, what is that? So you'll kind of be answering questions. So it's going to be good for you. It's going to be a good thing for you. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Martini. Martini says good morning. Good morning, Sheila. Sheila said good morning. Lost track of time. It is okay. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. I want to tell y'all that next Thursday we are going live with Chantel, and she is going to show you guys or tell you guys how to curate your own events at home. So you can do your home fragrance events at home and you can share it out with your audience. So you don't necessarily have to find a location. You don't necessarily have to do anything too much. Just put it online and just go live and boom, bam, bid it. Have a live action class. So you can ship out there. She's going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you, but you just make sure y'all here. Just make sure y'all here. It's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. Not the voles ganging up on her too. Yeah, she got all kinds of things because her garden is in the back of. I know we have wildland or whatever they call it, state land. We have that out there, and so she has that as well in the back. So all of the animals are out there. So she has some of everything out there. Some of everything. Those poor animals just trying to eat. They don't know any better. And that's what I said yesterday. That's what I said yesterday. It's like they don't know. They're trying to find food. They don't know that I've been growing that. They don't know that I started that in my house. They don't know about my hard work. They just know that they see food. Oh my gosh, I stumbled onto something delicious. Like you gotta. But you try to give them, make a little extra or plan a little extra so that they can, if something happens, you have some backup. But they got my backup. They got like. It's a whole hot mess. A whole hot mess. I gotta turn on this fan, y'all. Made I'm just joking. I don't know if it's a hot flash. It's just hot. But I had on this sweater because it's cold outside. Let me know if my audio is still good. If my audio sounds different, I'm gonna take it off. So wait, you can plant your seeds in the ground during the winter? Yes. Not everything though. Not everything, Melody. Anything that is cool crop like hardy, those kind of vegetables, yes. Yes. Good morning to y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all let me know because I may sound like, when you put your mouth close to the fan, do I sound like that? Lots of people have been having issues with their gardens. Okay, so it ain't just me. It's not just me. There's plenty of things to eat out here in the country. I'm telling you, there's plenty. I have plenty. There's a whole empty lot right next to me. There's plenty of stuff out there for them to eat. Do they want to eat that? No, they want to come over here. They want to come over here. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Audio is still good. Good. All right. So, yeah. So, it's been a hard time for the garden season this year. I've never struggled so much in my life except for the first time that I started my garden. And that was because the slugs was getting me. But that was just one thing. This year, it was like everything. It was the elements. It was the animals. It was so many things. So, I'm going to attempt to do fall. We'll see what happens with fall. And if fall doesn't work, then fall doesn't work. I got to turn this off because It's distracting me. So if fall doesn't work, fall doesn't work. We'll see. We'll see. So one more new thing that I want to share with y'all is that we have a new puppy. I don't know if you guys remember, but for Mother's Day, y'all know for Mother's Day, what did I want for Mother's Day? Let me see how how many OGs is in here. How many of you guys really pay attention to what's going on in Coffee with Nikki? What did I want for Mother's Day? What did I want for Mother's Day? So what I got Sean for Mother's Day was a puppy. I got her a puppy. If y'all know me, y'all know I am not an animal person. I am not a pet person, but I got her a puppy because a friend of mine her pup was having puppy. Her dog was having puppies, and I said that would be a great Mother's Day gift for Sean because she would never expect me to give her a puppy, and she's been talking about it forever. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna give her a puppy. So she got a puppy for Mother's Day. Our puppy's name is Kendrick. He's Kendrick Lamar, aka Benzes to me just a car. And so, yes, we have a little pup named K Dot, and he is so cute and so precious. And actually, he came home yesterday, signed the paperwork, did all the things we needed to do, and it's kind of like he just belonged here. He kind of like it. He just fell right in. He didn't cry through the night. She said that the pups was crying through the night, like about 2 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that, but he didn't cry. He came in, he didn't cry when she left, he didn't cry through the day. The only time he cried was when Sean put him in the little bassinet looking thing. It's not exactly a crate, it kind of looks like a bassinet. So she put him in the bassinet, and that's the only time that he cried, but he was trying to tell her he had to go to the bathroom. Like the puppy she put the pad down, the pee pee pad down, and he had to pee, and he went right on the pad. I was like, oh, my friend must have taught him, how to potty train him a little bit. And so he's had a few accidents, but he's good. He's good. So he's fitting right in, and he's just the cutest little thing. I'll share him on my stories. He's a little fluffy fat thing, but he's a little fur ball, so cute. And if y'all follow Sean on first, I don't know if she put it on first of all. She might have put it on her page, but she's been talking about this dog. She's been manifesting this dog. She's been if somebody's like my son, he does this all the time. I already tell y'all my son is magic, but she had the dog everywhere. So when the dog was pregnant, she was talking about the dog, calling my friend, trying to see what's going on, if she needs stuff. Oh, she brought the dog over pregnant, so she got to feel the babies in the belly. She went over and chose her puppy, and da 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 da. She went to go visit, and it was a whole thing. She got it on the computer screen. She's sending messages to everybody before she even had the dog, purchasing things before she even had the dog, and so now she's finally got it. So it was a Mother's Day gift, but she got it yesterday, and so yeah, we got a little puppy. We are parents of a puppy. We are parents of a little puppy. And let me see what I'm missing. Soil. Oh, let me see. Good morning, Miss Deltra. Miss Deltra said, good morning, babes. Yes, I saw the puppy on Threads. Yes, dirt. What did I say? I said something, but yes, that's what I got for Mother's Day. Thank you. Come on, Melissa was the first one. That's what I got for Mother's Day. Yes, and yes. I wanted dirt. And so for my garden, and they ruined everything, but I'm still thankful and grateful. I got some things out of it. I got a cucumber out of it. I got 2 okra out of it. I got green beans, a whole handful of green beans that I was able to make dinner with. I got peppers, some banana peppers, and I was able to I just took it out to eat it to see if it was going to be good. And so I was like, oh, these are good. I wanted to know if it was going to be hot or whatever, because my friend gave me some peppers too. And I didn't know, she usually give me stuff and I don't know what it is because she's always growing something exotic. And so they were really good. And so I ate those. So, and I have some more growing on there. Let me see. Good morning, Kay. Good morning. She said, happy thankful Thursday, ladies. Yes. Soil was my Mother's Day gift. Yes. It's so stinking cute. I saw the puppy so cute. Thank you for the garden. Yep. Shadow has a new cousin. Yes, indeed. Kendrick. Yes. I love the name. That puppy is so cute. Thank you. There she go. Talk about your puppy. He's a puppy, so accidents will happen. Get a bell to hang on the doorknob and teach him to ring it when he needs to go outside. Oh, all right, Big Meech, babe. You heard that? Get a bell and put it on the door. Get a bell and put it on the door. All right. So yesterday I shared my my story about doing a live coffee with Nikki and how I was feeling a little nervous, kind of talking myself out of it. I was having negative self talk. I was having all kinds of feelings about doing it. And I was so anxious. Well, I was so nervous. And I kind of was talking myself up out of it. And God presented a situation where in the situation it just seemed like frustration. But as reflection, I could see it as it was a situation that helped me to get my mind off of that, to get me back on track, to say what I had to deliver, the message that I had to deliver, right? Because I was talking myself up, I was having these doubtful thoughts, right? And I was talking so negatively about myself that when the situation presented itself that frustrated me, it took my mind off of that 100%. And I was just worried about what I had to do in order to get moving, to get ready. And so I think that was something that I'm saying God put in my path so that I can get my mind off of that so that I could be better prepared to present. And so I'm saying that to say that you guys, I know that you have goals and you want to achieve these goals, but sometimes you may be feeling a little fearful about them. I know that sometimes your negative self-talk starts kicking in and your stinking thinking starts happening. And then you kind of like talk yourself out of opportunities, you talk yourself out of doing things. And so we're going to be talking about that a little bit more today. And we're going to be, I want you to know that it's okay to feel the fear. It's okay to have those thoughts. It's okay for that, like you're not weird or anything for having those kinds of thoughts. It happens. And so, have those feelings, but still kind of like love on yourself a little more, right? I could do this. Think, be solution minded, right? I can do this. I can accomplish this. I can do all things. That, first of all, you can say I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's one. But I can do all things. I can do this, right? I'm meant to be great. And if we think about that, a lot of the times we don't want to even admit that we're meant to be great. The things that we have on the inside of us are meant for us to shine. It's meant for us to share what we have, right? But we get into the space where we're trying to make other people, this is what we were talking about yesterday, trying to make other people around us feel comfortable. So we shrink in comparison to what's going on, right? And we don't need to be shrinking just to fit into places and spaces to make other people feel comfortable. It's okay to say that you have greatness within you. It's okay. A lot of us are scared to say that. How many of you guys in this chat, I want y'all to tell me right now, how many of you guys are, not scared so much, but how many of you guys are, what's the word? Unwilling to admit that you have greatness on the inside of you because your greatness doesn't look like somebody else's greatness, which you perceive to be as great. How many of you guys can understand what I'm saying? Put ones in the chat. Put ones in the chat. Are you apprehensive about saying that you have greatness on the inside of you? Put ones for yes, put twos for no. Put twos for no. Yes, you got to get the bell. They sell them on Amazon. I'll send you the link on IG. Thank you, Big Meech. I'm having those feelings about my TikTok live tonight. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Have a little something you want to talk about, engaging. You want to make sure that the people are engaging with you because once they start engaging with you, Tracy, you're going to be able to get a little bit more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that people are not just listening, that they're actually asking questions or they really are genuinely interested in what you got going on. So think about things that can engage people and get them active. Like how I always ask you guys for ones in the chat. I want you guys to interact with me. I don't want you just to listen to me. If you are in your car and you're just listening, I understand. But if you can engage with me, I want you to engage because you're going to remember, something about the conversation that we are having, right? Scared to see what my greatness is. Come on, Melissa with the two. Come on. We are made for more than what we truly know. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a problem saying that we are great. We have a problem saying that I'm dope. We have a problem saying that, I can achieve more than ever. I could achieve more than anything ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I got what I need in order for me to be the best that I could be. But why am I doubting myself, right? What is it about me that's doubtful? Why do I continue to question my greatness? Why do I continue to question my talent? Because it doesn't look like somebody else's, right? And we have to get out of that. We got to get ourselves out of the way and start saying, just because it doesn't look like somebody else's greatness does not mean that I'm not great. Just because I haven't achieved what somebody else has achieved doesn't mean that I'm not successful. Just because their success looks different from what mine looks like doesn't mean that I'm any less successful than them. You may not even have wanted the things that they wanted. So success is going to look different for you. And success is going to look different for everybody else. I tell you guys all the time, you may not want $1 million day. That may not be your thing. You may not want to be in stores. That may not be your thing. You may not want to have a warehouse. That may not be your thing. Your thing may be, I just need a little extra money so I can have money to pay my bills. All I want to do is I want to make an extra $5,000 a month. I want to make an extra $1,000 a month or whatever. That may be what success looks like for you. And so somebody's success story of being in Nordstrom's or somebody's success story about making $1 million in a day, that may not ring true for your success. And so by you going out trying to reach that and knowing that that's not what you want, you're going to burn yourself out trying to get there, because that's not where you wanted to go in the first place. Right? There's nothing wrong about wanting more. There's nothing wrong with you if you want something different. Right? But you're looking at everybody else's success saying my success should look like that. But if that's not where you want to be, then that's not what your success is supposed to look like. And you're going to burn yourself out because you're trying to acquire what somebody else has. That's something that you never even wanted. Right? I'm not saying that it can't change, because it definitely can change. And I'm not saying you can't aspire to want it after you achieve the things that you said you wanted. Right? I'm not saying that. But try to make sure that you keep your eye on your prize. Try to keep your eyes set on your own goals so that you can achieve them. Don't get distracted and start making detours so that you can go ahead and make try to meet and exceed what they did, because that's not where you were going in the first place. Right? Keep your eyes on the prize, on what you want to do. That's going to keep you happier. And I'm not saying be comfortable, because y'all know how I feel about the comfort zone. I'm not saying be comfortable, but I'm saying, what's your goal? Make sure you are moving towards your goal. Yes? Let me know if y'all with me in the chat. Say yes, yes, and yes in the chat if you with me. Everybody's goal is going to be different. Just because you see somebody have something don't mean that you got to want it. It don't mean that you got to want it, because that's what they wanted. They worked for that. They built that for themselves. And I'm not saying underestimate yourself. I'm not saying shoot for less. I'm not saying that. I'm saying go for what you want and move towards that, but don't let other people's successes or somebody else's rewards distract you from what you wanted. Y'all with me, or am I talking I'm on the wrong path? Let me know. Let me know if y'all with me or if I'm on the wrong path. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I think it's the technology that affects me the most. Well, let's get it together. Tracy, do a practice run. Go live for a second and see. Do a practice one. You don't have to just go live when you say you're going to go live. Go live anyway, like Melody is doing. Go live earlier and say, hey, y'all, I just wanted to jump on here real fast, let y'all know I'm going to have a TikTok sale at this particular time. Make sure that you join me if you're interested. I'm going to be selling A, B, and C. This is what I have. These are the scents that I offer. If you want something that's going to help you lift up your spirits, come join me. I'll be here. Click this link, do this thing, whatever. But get them engaging. Let me know if that works for you, Miss Tracy. Honestly, I'll say 50-50, so 1.5 got you. That part. Yes, I think that sometimes comparing. Yep. Eat That Frog has been life-changing for me. It's helped me to get out of my own way and do the things I don't want to do, but I know in the long run it's going to pay off. Period. If you do the things that you don't want to do now, you'll be able to see the fruits of your labor later. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come back to certain things. But since we're on that point, I'm going to go somewhere else. Let me see something real fast. Let me get all of these comments. Amen. Everyone's success story is different. Period. So in other words, my own ministries. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Big Me said yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Come on, spicy Nikki. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be spicy for the rest of the year. Yes, eat that frog. Eat that frog by, is it by Brian Tracy? I think it is. I think it is. That book is about procrastination. If you struggle with procrastination, this is going to help you. So eat that frog. It is available on Audible. Miss Lois, is it available on YouTube? Let me know. That's a great idea. Yes, yes, and yes. Tracy, what time is your live? I'll try to watch it in bed sick. Yes, y'all. Got my journey. Period. Period. All right. So I'm gonna ask this real fast. We're gonna get into this and then we're gonna get into something else. So first of all, what's one goal on your vision board or your roadmap board, whichever one you did, or if you have a goals list, what's one goal that you want to work towards for like this? That's the most important goal for you. One goal that you have right now that's on your vision board or your journey, your journey or your roadmap, that's the most important to you. Let me know. One goal off of your roadmap or your vision board or your list of goals that's the most important to you to achieve. Let me know what that is. I have my script notes ready. I tried reviewing the screen on my phone, would prefer to have it on my laptop. Try it out. Try it out. Test it out. It's okay to test it out. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, it is. She's, I hope you feel better soon, sis. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, Brian Tracy. Now I have lists like Jules. I know that's right. I know that's right. 9 p.m. she's going live. Success for me is moving out of my spare bedroom and seeing my products in boutiques and spas. Okay. All right. Getting more wholesale accounts. Okay. Come on. My journal came yesterday. Come on, journal. Everybody make sure y'all get Soulful Odyssey. Is available on Amazon by Latrice V, as in Victor Johnson. Go on ahead and get you one. It's only $15. Go on ahead and get you one. And you could get tabs too. I don't know what my tabs are. I have an extra pair of tabs somewhere. I have them right here so I could show y'all, but I don't have it right now. Let me know. Let me know. Praying for you, Trees. Yes. I need to make a vision board roadmap, get a candle on the BCMC shelf, and candle delirium number 2 to be a finalist. So that means you got to enter. So I got mine. So everybody, I should see more goals. More goals in the chat, please. More goals that's the most important for you to achieve this year. The one that's the most important for you to achieve, period. Let me know what you got in the chat. Let me know. What's your goal? What's one of your most important goals? Put it in the chat. I want everybody to put that goal in there. I want you to see it. I want you to see it. I want you to type it. I want you to be in this moment right now. But what's one of the goals that is most important for you to achieve for this year? Or just the most important for you to achieve? I want to say this year because I want you guys to be actively pursuing. So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Consistency, time management. Not I think you need to know, Big Meech. You need to know. Is that on your vision board? Is that on your vision board? If you have a list of goals, you may not have a vision board or a roadmap board. So what's on your goals list, right? Your goals list may be on a piece of paper like this. I got goals. I got goals on my whiteboard. I got goals on my roadmap board. I got goals on paper. I got goals next to my computer downstairs. I got goals, next to my printer downstairs. I got goals everywhere. Everywhere. So what does your goals look like? Just one. Just give me one. You don't got to tell me your list of goals. I just want to know one. Making bundles for Black Friday. Got you. Is that on your vision board, Ms. Lois? I also want to get a couple of soap wholesale accounts. Okay. So okay. I'm gonna write that down. To style someone important and to bring not important. Not important. You are important. So style somebody of influence. Not important. Maybe a celebrity. We're not gonna say they're more important than you, right? To style someone important and to bring Judy of Kaleidoscope on my Push Real Talk Wednesdays. Okay. All right. Yes, it's on there. Journal, sorry. Oh, okay, got you. Financial freedom, got you. Bundles are okay, got you. Work harder on my biz. Okay. All right, let's get it. Relaunch Relaunch 10K Black Friday. Put it in the chat so y'all can see it, y'all can feel it, y'all can believe it. My most important goal is to fully get out of my comfort zone and habitually move with a millionaire mindset. Period. There's a book called The Millionaire Mindset. Once I get that, I'm unstoppable. Period. Okay, so now everybody wrote their goals in the chat, right? Remember that. What is one thing that you could do today? One thing. I'm not talking about how you're going to achieve it in the end. One thing that you could do today that's going to move you towards that goal. Just one thing, one little simple thing that you could do today that's going to move you towards your goal. And I know for the wholesale goals, I know that you could, if you don't have a fair account is an idea. If you are on your social media, now start saying that you are looking for wholesale clients, right? Wholesale customers. If you have local stores that you want to get into, maybe contact those stores, maybe go to those stores and see what you can do to get into them. Do they do consignment? What do they do? How can you get your stuff in those stores, right? What's one thing that you could do today? So if that's one of your things, if you didn't have a fair account set up, you can set that up today. If you didn't create a post, you can create a post today. Those are things that are so easy for you to do that's going to move you towards your goal instead of just leaving it on your vision board and just waiting for an opportunity for it to happen. What's one of those things that you can do today to move towards that goal? Right? We had time management. If time management is a problem, start being disciplined and start getting your schedule together. You can start scheduling starting right now. What is the rest of your day going to look like? How much time are you going to devote to your business today? What are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? How can you be 100% locked in? How can you put the Pomodoro method, the technique to practice right now? What could you do? I'm going to be 100% laser focused on doing this thing. What is one thing that you could do to move towards your goals today? You don't got to wait to the end of the year to see if you caught up to the goal. No, what's one thing that you could do right here, right now, today, that's going to move you closer to your goal? Right? Jordan is up, says, good morning. Good morning, Jordan. Be consistent. How you going to be consistent, Yazzie Faye? Let's get it. Let's get it. I didn't mean important. A celebrity or news anchor. Got you. Okay, so one thing that you could do is start sending DMs, right? You can start saying who you know, right? Okay. How many people do you know that can get somebody to do something? I mean, right now, I'll DM you. I'll DM you. But there's so many things. There's so many resources that you have. Utilize your resources. How can you get in contact with somebody that you want to get in contact with? Who do you know that may know this person and may be able to give you that little leg up, right? Use your resources. So you can start moving towards this, not hoping that they see your page and ask you, can they wear something or they send you something? But no, you actively pursuing it and see who you can actually get to do these things. Yes? Send emails to retailers that I want to be in. Yes. So can we do that today, Miss Melissa? Can we do that today? I'm going to post on my Facebook. I'm going to post my Facebook ad. Okay. I have been procrastinating on doing it tonight and posting it on my pages. And anything that you said that you could do today, I want you to right here, right now, while you're here with me, I want you to set an alert in your phone for the time that you say that you're going to do it. That's it. Set an alert for the time that you said you're going to do it so that you can do it, so you can get it done. What can you do today? Complete new labels for skincare products. Okay. How long is that going to take you, Miss Lois? Knock out my top 3 every day. Also get up and move. Movement brings more movement. Yes, stay lit and get on fire. All right, so what's your top 3 for today? Yazzie Faye, did you write that down? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Stop being a scary cat and reach out. Period. Period. Who do you know? Who do you know that you can use? Right? This is the thing. We're scared to use the people we know. We're scared to use our resources. We're scared to ask people to help us. Start reaching out and see where you can use these people, right? Because they are willing to use you. So use the people too. And I'm not saying use them like a bad thing. I'm saying use them like that's what you make connections for. You make connections so you could build bigger networks, right? So who can you use that's going to help you to get to the point that you need to be at? So true. Yes. 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 Kay Send me a message. Send me a message. Send me a message. Rose out of bed doing it now. Girl, if you still in the bed at this time, what are we doing? What are we doing? Um, After that lion chick, I know, and I reposted her, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You did tell me the story, and I totally forgot. And I caught her wearing my stuff. I'm not going to lie. It shut me down. Listen, people are going to do that. I've had plenty of stuff. I've been in business, 14 years. I've had plenty of people say they're going to do a review and have not done a review. I send them boxes of stuff, or I send them, a package, and they did not do a review. Some people are not going to do it. You just got to get, you just got to get into that habit. Maybe send them a contract. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do it while they're on the spot kind of thing. You got to see what you could do, but don't let that shut you down. Don't let that shut you down, because it's going to be more, right? It's going to be more. Complete my first draft of my cohort work. That's already happening because you already have to do it. So come on, let's get the rest of it. Has anyone joined their local chamber of commerce as a way of networking and announcing their business? Wondering if this is a thing to do. I know a lot of people that have joined the Chamber of Commerce that says it's a great thing to do. I know you have to pay a fee. I have not joined mine here in Pennsylvania, but yes, I would do it. I will go for it. Let me see. It's hard for me to ask for help. I will be very transparent. It's hard for everybody to ask for help because we have been taught that we got to do things on our own, or we've done things on our own. Raise children by ourselves, take care of the households by ourselves. We've done so much by ourselves that we find it hard. Or people, you ask somebody for help, they don't help you. You know what I'm saying? We've got so much on us, but we've got to, in business, we can't do it like this. We can't do it like this. You have connections, you have people. Start getting these people to help you. It is going to take the rest of the day. I have to design them with the new logo. Okay, Miss Lois, got you. Welcome everybody in the room. Make sure that you hit the like. Any suggestions or examples of, wait, did I miss something? Let me know what you're saying, Christina. Any suggestions or examples of what? Because I may have missed it. Start the trademark process. Okay. Any suggestions or examples on contract negotiations? I would have Patricia come on and talk about contract negotiations. That is not my forte, but I would definitely see if I could get her in to talk about contracts. So stay tuned. Declutter again and testing. Okay, got you. You could do all those 3 things today, Yazzie Faye, and I know you got a busy schedule. So can you do those 3 things today? Plus you got a meeting at 7. So do you think you can do all of those things today? I'm learning to recognize my strengths and ask for help with my weaknesses. I'm telling you, you meet people in business so that you could use these people. We see the bigger people do this all the time. I've watched it was David Shands. I'm always talk about David Shands because I love David Shands. So David Shands and EYL, they were on, and he was saying that, they were talking about utilizing each other's platforms to get things that's going to help them. Like, so he was looking for different interviews that he can do with like billionaires, and they was also giving him advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, so use the people that you got in your network, and you'll be surprised to see that as long as you're willing to do the work, or maybe even give something in return for the things that they gave you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a monetary thing. It can be some advice. It can be you can give them a service in return for the service that they give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're willing to do the work, you'll be surprised how many people are willing to help you out. You'll be surprised. Ms. Lois says, I've joined my Chamber of Commerce. I go to the evening events. Hey, come on, Ms. Lois. Ms. Lois is busy out in them streets. I made 1 batch of soaps last night, 2 more to go before the weekend. Yay. All right, let's get it. Let's go. So, Sheila, when we making the second batch, girl? I think you said you make, no, you said before next weekend. I think you said you make your soaps on the weekend. So let me see. I'm getting up because I had a long night with Cinnabon. Now there's no excuse. Get your butt up out that bed. Create my inspirations. Don't just write them down. Do them, period. Releasing my next book this year. Exciting. So Tia, I think your book is already written. So what's the next thing that you need to do? in order to move towards that goal. What's the next thing you need to do? So everybody in the room agrees that they can do one thing, even if it's a small thing, one thing that's going to move them towards the goal that they have on their vision board. Put ones in the chat if that's a yes, put a 2 if it's a no. Let me know. People asking, and I'm working on it, but keep getting distracted. I know, Tia, we got to stay focused. So if you give yourself an hour, give yourself an hour a day to devote just to that. Just to that. Let me know in the chat. If it's a yes, put 1. If it's a no, put 2. Let me know in the chat. I can get my draft done, start the trademark process, and declutter. Okay. All right. One's in the chat. If you can do one thing, I want you to do something going towards your goals, because I want you to be able to cross that thing off or not take the picture down, or put a date next to that. You know what I'm saying? Put a date next to the day that you achieved the thing that you got on your vision board, and stop moving things from vision board to, every year you're moving the same goals on the vision board, but you're not doing anything to move towards it because you think that just wanting it is going to be enough. Just wanting it is not going to be enough. It is not going to be enough. Okay? Ever. You've got to take actions, even in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You've got to take action. You got to take action. The draft is priority. Yes, it is. I need to try that. Just put goals all over the house instead of just in the work. Yes. Because it's going to bring you back. That's why I have them everywhere, because it's always going to bring me back. Like, I'll come in and I'll be like, dang, I didn't do this. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? After I get over here, I'm gonna do some things. It's got to be where you're going to see it. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. You're not even going to think about it. The day's going to get busy. Things are going to happen. People are going to call. All kinds of things are going to happen. And you're going to forget. You're going to get distracted. And it'll never happen until you look at it again saying, oh, shoot, I got to do it. And the same thing's going to keep on repeating itself until you decide, and the word is decide, that you are going to do it. You have to decide that you're going to do something different. So I wanted to share this thing that I got. I was looking at my comments, and somebody made a comment on one of my videos and said, I don't remember what part of the video, where I was at or whatever. But I clearly said something that you talk yourself up out of your goals, something like that. And so this person had made a comment and said, they don't believe that people talk themselves out of their goals. They're just not willing to do the work because life gets busy. They don't talk themselves out of their goals, but they don't want to do the work because life gets busy. So what do y'all think that sounds like to me? And it could be me and my ignorance. It could be me because I'm just that naive. But y'all let me know what y'all think that sounds like to me. People are not willing to do the work. I mean, people don't talk themselves out of it. They're just not willing to do the work because life gets busy. What do y'all think that sounds like to me? Look in my book of inspirations and actually do one of them. Okay, can we do that? Can we do that? Vessels, what's your name so I can put it on my paper? What do y'all think that sounds like to me? And again, it could just be me being ignorant. It could be me just being naive. But to me, come on, Big Meech, that's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like an excuse. It sounds like an excuse. Don't put anything in my comments saying that, oh, you don't talk yourself out of something. You just are not willing to do the work because life gets busy. That sounds like an excuse to me. That sounds like a whole excuse. You could find a way to do anything that you want to do. You decided that you don't want to do it. You decided, not because life got busy. Life's going to get busy for everybody. And I wanted to share that because I'm like, life gets busy. Life gets busy. And so you're not willing to do something that's going to benefit you because life got busy. So you just going to get wrapped up and caught up into life cycle, and you're not going to figure out a way to do something for yourself when you know that you could do better. You know, one of them pimp quotes, you know better, you do better, right? You know better, but you're not going to do better. You're not willing to do the work to do better for you, not to do better for everybody else, but to do better for you. You're not willing to take some time out of your day to do something for yourself. I got a problem with that. That sounds like an excuse to me. That sounds like an excuse to me because I think everybody has time for the things that they see priority for. You may not have a lot of time. You may have to do something in bits and pieces in order for it to get done. You may have to wake up early or go to bed later. You may have to sacrifice your lunchtime. You may have to take a class or so, a class or two. You may have to look at a couple of videos, listen to a couple of podcasts, read a book or something. You may have to do something, but it could be something moving towards the place that you want to go to. So you're just going to get so wrapped up in life that life is just going to control you, that you don't do the things that you want to do because you'd rather be controlled by your circumstances. That sounds insane to me. And it just sounds insane to me. Let me know if I'm bugging. If I'm bugging, y'all put you bugging in the chat. If I'm not, say, Nikki, no, you're right. So if I'm bugging, say I'm bugging. If I'm right, say I'm right. Let me know, because maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you so much, Big Meat. The math, Big Meat. The math is not mathing, y'all. Come on. Oh, Kareen, that's Michelle's sister. Yes, Kareen. And how can I forget? I told you I got a niece named Kareen. And when you're overwhelmed, I can't say that. I give a F about anything. It's negative energy and a fixed mindset. That's right. Yes. I'm willing to do the work. However, I will talk myself and doubt myself out of it. Yep. It's a thing. How would you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If I'm right, say I'm right. If I'm bugging, say I'm bugging. I could be bugging. Let me tell y'all something. To me, that sounds like a whole excuse. I'm not going to say, I'll tell Yaz in a minute. And Yazzie Face, she could attest to this. I was too busy. I had to do. No, you weren't too busy. You just decided that you didn't want to do it. You decided that you didn't want to do it. You decided that you're going to let the day take you away, slip away from you. That's what you decided to do. Right? I could say that yesterday, right? Yesterday, I could have been working on my business. I had a whole bunch of things that I could have done yesterday. And yesterday, I just felt like I was in a funk, in a lazy mood, but I was feeling that way. And I could acknowledge that was me. You know what I'm saying? And it could be the change. It can be, a whole bunch of hormonal things that I could say that it was. But I know I wasn't willing to do the work that I had to do yesterday. So now it's on my list for today. But I know I have goals. And I know that I want to achieve these goals. And I'm not going to let my circumstances dictate what's going to happen for me. I'm not going to let my circumstances dictate if I'm going to put products up. I'm not going to let my circumstances dictate if I'm willing to put up a social media post. I'm not going to let my circumstances dictate that when I know what I want. To me, it doesn't make sense. I don't do good with people making excuses. I don't. That's the one thing about somebody making an excuse, it ticks me off. It does. It really does. Because you have found time for you to scroll on your phone. You had time to, in between meetings, maybe. You had time to do something. I'm pretty sure everybody could find time, even like I said, 20 minutes a day, half an hour a day, an hour a day. When I get off of here, I'm going to take a class. When I get off of here, I'm going to take a class. Why? Because I want to do things better. I want to do things differently. So I'm going to be taking coaching classes. I'm going to be taking public speaking classes. I'm going to be doing certain things. Y'all go on Coursera, because that's what Ms. Kim said. Go on Coursera, see if there's something that you want. But I'm going to be taking some courses that's going to help me. And I waited and say, I'm going to wait for the time. No, I'm not going to wait for the time now. I got to make the time. Things ain't going to just align for you and be like, oh, I got just the right amount of time for me to make this thing. I got just the right amount of time for me to be on social media. I got just the right. No, you're never going to have, it's never going to be a time for you to do anything. You got to make the time. You got to make these things happen. I am not the person for excuses. I can tell you that. I'm very passionate about that. I am not the person to give an excuse to. I am not. You got an excuse, I got a reason as to why you ain't do it, and it's because you just didn't feel like doing it. And if you didn't feel like doing it, don't waste my time telling me about your excuses, because I don't want to hear it. You're not going to waste my time telling me why you didn't do something when you could have done something. I don't want to hear it. That's wasting my time. You wasting your energy right now. You could be doing that task right now. Instead of complaining to me, you could be doing your task. I am not the one for excuses. If you ever sent me a message and it sounds like an excuse, you got spicy Nikki. You got spicy Nikki. So this person said this thing, and I was like, well, life is going to happen. If there was a point in my schedule where I was the president of the swim team, which meant I had to wake up early, take my kids and other people's kids to the pool so that they can go to practice, bring the kids back home. And my car used to be packed because I used to have my nephews in there, my son in there, my neighbor nephew sons. I used to have both of them in the car. Like I at least had 6 people off the team in my car, and taking them to practice, bringing them back home, making sure they're situated. Then I would have to go to my shop, had to go to my shop, work my online orders, work my customers that were in my shop, take my son to his activities and my nephew, because I have my nephew as well, take them to their activities. And if you know, I live in the mountains, so the school is already 20-30 minutes away from where I have to be. My son played football, he ran track. So I was at track, and I was at the track when they had their thing. I was at the football games. I was at football practices. I was back and forth. Sometimes I would leave my shop at 1:00 in the morning after taking them back home, going back to the shop to finish up what I had to finish up, right? Then making sure everything is okay at home, because I'm still a mom at home. I still got to do everything at home and then still do the work that I had to do. So somebody tell me life gets in the way. Life is busy for everybody. Life is busy for everybody. So I don't, that's why I don't think I do well with excuses. I don't. And Patricia tell you all the time, Alejandro is the CEO of Smell of Love Candles, 14 years old. She is a full-time attorney. She got 2 kids, and they're both in different schools, because one is 14 and I think Valentina is 6. So she's got different activities, and it's a girl and a boy. At least I had boys, right? So the boys are doing the same activities. So they're going to the same events basically on the same days. I don't have somebody going to ballet practice, somebody going to swim and soccer and all these other things. I don't got that. I didn't have that, right? And so she's going different places, doing different events. Plus they're doing markets every weekend. Plus they're making products. Plus she's operating the business and helping him do things. And, she's got her own relationships and stuff like that. People are busy. I don't have excuses. I don't have patience for people with excuses. I don't. You just don't have your priorities together. You don't have your priorities together, because I always think that you can always find time to do something. If you're not willing to wake up at 5:00 in the morning so that you can get something done, then you ain't willing to do the work. Guess what? You're not even trying to reach your goals because you don't even want to do the work. And it's not life getting in your way. It's you being lazy. That's my opinion. My thoughts, my show, my thoughts. That's what I think. And if you think, Nikki, you don't understand, Nikki, you just don't know, why don't I? Why couldn't I? Why couldn't I understand that you're not willing to do the work, that you lack discipline, that you don't want to be consistent, that you don't want to show up for yourself? How can I not understand that? It's you not willing to do the work. These are your goals that you said you want to set up, that you want to achieve, not set up, that you want to achieve. So how is it that I can't understand you can't achieve what you want to do for you? That doesn't even make sense. To me, it's a cop-out. That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. It's a cop-out. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. Okay, so let me see. You're right. My sensitive side says, leave me alone. Yep. I'd be like, come on, yes. Like, I couldn't do it, Cinnabon. Come on, yes. Come on, yes. I think they want to argue the word choice. Let's put that up on the screen. I think they want to argue the word choice. I think to some extent, if we are getting things done, then we are making a choice to not do something, period. You decided. You decided. Like Cousin said, you decided that you didn't want to do it. So in essence, you are talking yourself out of it, period. Period. There's a saying in Spanish that says, El quien quiere se puede. Okay, I hope I said that right. Which means you can accomplish anything if you actually work on doing it. Something like that. It's hard to translate, but you get me. Yes. Yes. That's why I said, what's one goal that you really want to achieve? And what's that one thing that you can do today that's going to move you towards that particular goal? Because once you start working towards it, it's going to start getting closer and closer to you, right? Once you start doing the work, it's going to start coming closer and closer to you, period. Let's talk about prioritizing. Come on. I don't do excuses. I take accountability. Excuses are for the weak. Come on. Come on. Sorry, not sorry. And I agree. And I agree. Sometimes I get lazy and fall asleep when I should do my stuff. These are my confessions. We don't want to take the responsibility. It's easier to say life got in the way. Period. There are people that are working their business, and I could say this because Sydney was one of them people who showed up and showed out because she is one of the winners that is going to be in Candle Delirium. So she had a dancing career, and then she got sick, and so now she's confined to a wheelchair, and she's still operating her business. She's still operating her business. So I find it hard for somebody to tell me that they couldn't do something because life got in the way. Sometimes like something happens and you do have to take a pause. I get that. I'm not saying you should be like a machine and nothing should bother you. Sometimes things are going to happen and life is going to make you take a pause. Right? But your pause don't mean that you quit. Your pause just mean that something just knocked you off your feet for a minute and you're going to make that comeback. Yes? Me too, Nikki. You make time for the things that matter, period. Period. So why you couldn't do X, Y, and Z? Period. Period. Woo child, scrolling on my phone took everything out. Everybody out. All right. Scrolling on my phone took everybody out. Okay. Again, sabotaging self. Come on. Sabotaging self, rather talking ourselves out of doing something, making excuses, life, etc. I pray to keep or get me focused. Come on. Come on. People don't want to deal with discomfort. They want to stay inside their boxes, and that's where they'll be when others pass them by. Period. Period. Sheila said, Nikki, on point today. Thanks. I needed to hear this. You're welcome. I can get my cricket out and put it to work. Let's get it out. Let's get it out today, Karine. Let's get it out today. Y'all see what coach I got. Period. Period. I'm about to be on point. You hear me? Period. Why do I keep on saying that? That's so stuck in me. I got to get rid of that because it's soon going to not be a word. I mean, it's a word, but it's just not going to be the trendy word. But I'm going to keep on saying it till I decide. Then I'm going to get rid of it. Learned the hard way about spicy Nikki. She means it. And do. You really don't want to achieve your goals if you making continuous excuses. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Because when do you think the time is going to be right for you to achieve your goals? There's never going to be a right time. It's never going to feel like, oh yeah, this is the time. You may decide that, okay, this is what I want to do, but then things get hard and life's in the way. I can't do this because this obstacle is stopping me. I can't do this because to me, you sound like you are crying like a little baby. And there's no crying in baseball. Is it crying in baseball or crying in football? It's one of those. It's one of them. I just be needing the blueprint and I'm good. It's the student in me, that part. Prioritize. I slept in today, but refused to go back to sleep at 6 yesterday. Got my work done early. It was so refreshing, period. Let's get it. Chris Marie says, I haven't shared this, but I've been trying to conceive. Oh, and it's a goal I don't have control over. So I'm putting my time into what I can do to grow my business. So when the baby comes, I have balance, period. Period. Get your mindset too. Get your mindset prepared. Tell your body you're trying to prep for the baby. You're trying to prepare for this baby. Tell your body to get in alignment with your mind. I'm telling you, there's Louise Hay. I forgot the name of the book, but Louise Hay, she has affirmations and everything about talking to your body and trying to get the things that you want. So listen to that book. I think it's called Heal Thyself. Is it Heal Thyself? Is that by Queen Afua? No, I think that's by Queen Afua. I don't remember the name of the book, but listen to Louise Hay. She heals herself, and this is something that you can do to talk to your body, because she was saying that's what she was doing. She was talking to her body. Lazy people are always busy and have the most excuses known to man. Period. Period. I take classes, did cohorts, stayed up late and up early, all working on my business and working a full-time job, right, Chris Marie? Let me see. Your womb is whole and you shall conceive. Period. Period. Let's get it. Let's go. Going hard. Sydney is out here doing it. No excuse. No excuse. Sydney is out here working that business when she feel like it and when she can't. What? When she don't feel like it and when she can't. And she said in the interview she was doing with Malaysia is that she knows that sometimes her body is not going to cooperate with her. So when she's able to fully engage, she's going to knock out everything that she can do within that time frame, so that when her body is not going to cooperate with her, that she knows that she accomplished what she wanted to do with that day. She's not going to waste her time. And some of y'all fully capable, able, body moving the way you wanted to move, mind moving the way you wanted to move, everything happening the way you wanted to happen, but you still got an excuse as to why you can't get something done that you want for you. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Yes, the conference had me like, yeah, excuses got here. Period. Period. Sending prayers for you. The baby will come. That baby is coming. That baby is here. That baby is here. That part, I've been gone for a minute, now I'm back again. God will bless your womb. Come on. Come on. Come on. Focusing on my business is a part of my healing. Come on. And say them affirmations too. Say them affirmations. Say your prayers. Make sure you staying in prayer. Stay in prayer. Let's get it. God hears your prayers. It'll come. That is taking themselves out of it. Crying in baseball. Thank you, Melissa. Ain't no crying in baseball. I understand life happens, but get back to it. Don't just be like, I was too busy or this and that happened, and do not do it at all. That's when it becomes an excuse, in my opinion. Agreed. Chris Marie, let's talk. So am I. Y'all hook up. Use your community. Use your community. Mindset is everything. Louise Hay, yes. Queen of Four is Heal Thyself. That's also another good book, though. That's also another good book. I used to detox every year, and I would use that book. And so that book has like symptoms and things that you're trying to do, and things that you should be eating. It's about eating clean. Well, now I won't say so much about eating clean, but it's about eating clean. But it's also about, using vegetables and fruits and juices and herbs to heal your body. So you may want to start. You may want to read that book. That's a good book. Like I said, that was like a Bible of mine for some time. I don't even know where I put that book. But yes, that is, it's probably in my closet. But that's one of the books that I go back to all the time too. That's not a book that I listen to audiobook. That's a book that I need to physically see, because there's recipes in there and there's things that you need to do in there. So you may want to try that. For years, I was a single mother of 2 sons. OMG, I was all over and worked 1.5 hours away. I decided to start my business after they got older, out of school. Now it's my time. No more excuses, right? Because the season is not going to last forever. The kids ain't going to be small forever, right? My kids that I was shuffling around in my car, they're graduating. I got one more left because Kaden is in 10th grade. So all the rest of them graduated in high school. My son is about to graduate college. Keithy, he graduated and he done went to the Coast Guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've already graduated and they're living their lives. One of my swimmers came over this weekend she came over Sunday so she can say, she wanted to say her not goodbyes because she's not going forever, but she signed up to be in the Air Force. So she was getting sworn in. So she came to, say her farewells, right? So she went out, came over and said, Miss Nikki, I wanted to just say thank you. I wanted to see you guys, let you know I'm going away, da da da. And so, my kids still come back and see me, but most of my kids have graduated. This is not something you're going to have to do forever, right? It's going to get easier. Some things are going to get taken off your plate. I don't have to go back and forth to school anymore. I don't have to drive kids to swim practice no more. I don't have to run to my shop anymore. Things are going to get, things are going to change and it's going to get easier for you. It's going to get easier. But if you make up excuses as to why you can't do something, it's going to always be an excuse, because when the time does allow, you're going to find an excuse to fill in that space in that time because life just got too busy. And again, these are my thoughts. This is my thoughts. We need to talk about mindset. Everybody is coming from different backgrounds, and we need to get in an entrepreneurship mindset. That's what that book is for. Mindset by Carol Dweck. Lord, bless and heal, make all wombs in this room, not mine either, fruitful. He said, ask and it shall be done. Yes, with a full-time job, and you still get it done, and you have a son and a husband and in the business. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all got things. We all got things. Yes, there's not ours. Yes, there's not ours in the name of Jesus. Amen. Discipline is a very necessary thing to have. Yes, indeed. I'm tapping into my cyclical living and trying to figure out how to get things done before my cycle. It starts slowing me down 10 days before. I'm starting with automations. Listen, your cycle should not stop you unless your cycle was like my cycle, which wouldn't let you get off the toilet bowl. Not an excuse. It's the discipline. You got to get disciplined. Having a cycle does not just mean get lazy or don't do something. I know your mindset may, not be wrapped around it, but your discipline is going to continue making you do the things that need to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Right? Because I'll be in a deep sleep, nope, and don't know what happens. After hearing Sydney's story, I'll be pushing when I can or I'm not tired. Not mine either, not mine either. I'm done. Okay, please. Everybody's saying not mine either, not mine either. Please, Lord, everyone else's, not mine. Right. So let me know if today was good for y'all. Put ones in the chat. Today was a good live. Let me put ones in the chat. If today was a wake-up call, put ones in the chat. If today, I want you to also make sure, please don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. But do one thing that's going to be moving towards the self that you aspire to be, right? One thing to move you closer to the self that you aspire to be, or to the goals that you want to hit. One thing, one small thing I can do. I've been talking about my podcast. I bought my microphone up here. My headphones is up here. I could put that right up here and I could do what I got to do. I got one episode on my podcast. How can I be the number one podcast? I got one episode. So I bought it up here and I'm going to put it up here. Y'all might start seeing. That don't sound right. I might have my mic right here with me and you'll be seeing me having coffee with Nikki right here. And in my podcast episodes, or as soon as I get off of here, record my podcast episodes, or, batch it, however, and get them things out, because I said I wanted to have a number one podcast. I got to be moving towards that. So what could I do? I said that I wanted to have a certain amount of subscribers. So what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's things that I can do that's in my power that I can do, that I can be doing one small thing a day, 1% every day. Okay, you guys, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Get the book, read the book, do the things. 1% every day is going to add up. It's going to be better than no percent, because no percent is always going to add up to nothing. So I hope what I said today resonated with something. I hope resonated with you all. I hope something that I said stirs some fire up in you to make you get up, get out, and do something. I hope that something that I said is going to have you move at least just 1%. Just 1%. You prioritize for the things that is important for you. Prioritize yourself. You prioritize for everything else. You prioritize for your job. You prioritize for your children. You prioritize for your marriage. You do all of those things. Then what can you do for you? How can you make time for you? Where in your day can you give yourself time? And then focus 100% on the task at hand. Focus 100% on that one little thing that's going to move you towards your goal. How can you do that? How can you do that? Right? We think that these goals that's on our vision board and on our roadmap board, that these things are going to magically happen. But they're not going to magically happen if you're not doing the work. You got to start doing the work. And yes, I kept it into like doing business, but I mean, this is as far as everything. This is as far as everything. I know, Chris Marie is saying they're trying to conceive. So we need to start getting our mindset wrapped around that. Right? We need to start getting our mindset wrapped around that. What do I need to do in order to prepare? She said she want to get her business ready in order to prepare for the baby. So what things could she be doing in this day that's going to help her to get there? You got your whole day where you're in your thoughts all day long. You're speaking to yourself all day long. Why don't you speak something that is going to be positive into your life? Why don't you do some affirmations? I know with Sister Eula, she was saying some declarations. So you've got a scripture or something in the Bible so you could back up, God, you said that you will do this, and you use the scripture, and you can say that to yourself every day, right? But you can say these things, especially when that negative self-talk start happening. You can start replacing that with something. You may not be feeling that in that moment, but if you keep on repeating it, you'll be forgetting the thing that was, that negative self-talk or that comment that you kept on saying to yourself. Sometimes, I don't know if you like me, I have comments. Sometimes my negative thoughts sometimes is on a loop, right? And I know that saying affirmations in that place replaces that, because they both can't be occupying my mind at the same time. They can't. It may initially seem like I can't drown it out, but after I keep on repeating it, it's gone. It may come back, but when I'm in that moment, it ain't there. So what could we do in those times? Yes. So I hope what I said resonated with you guys. Let me read this one more time. Let me check the comments one time. Let me see. Y'all gotta realize who you're talking to right now. Sergeant Nikki ain't playing with y'all, so stop playing. Period. I'm not playing with y'all because it's not that hard. It's not that hard. You just got to be willing to figure out where you can fit it in. And again, nobody's saying you got to make 8 hours the time frame that you need to get the things done. Nobody's saying that. If you only got a half an hour, how can I make the most of my half an hour? There may be times in the day where you've got so much on your plate that you only got a half an hour to do something. Use it to do something that is going to move the needle forward. Use that to do something that's going to help you achieve your goals. Nobody said you got to have 24 hours, 8 hours in order for you to get the thing. What could you do in that little bit of time you got that's going to move the needle forward? A lot of y'all said something so simple, so easy. All I got to do is email people. All I need to do is pull out the Cricut. All I need to do is start scheduling. All I need to do is start doing it. Yeah, it's so easy. So easy. But we keep waiting for it to, no, it's never going to feel good. It's never going to feel right. Do it. Period. Decide you're going to do it. Like I was telling you guys, while you're here with me, set an alert for the time that you want to get the thing done. You don't have to tell me what that thing is, right? Just know that if you don't do it, you lie to yourself and not to me. You know what I'm saying? But put it in your phone and say you're going to do it. And do it. And do it, period. Okay? Let me see one time. The word priorities. Yes. Same. I'm behind on my podcast too, catching up this week. Yep. After today's talk, we should have dozens of thumbs up. Come on, Sheila. How How many thumbs up? Is the mathing, y'all? Is the mathing? Put it up there. And make sure that you follow me on all social media. I am Bubble Babes, Babez, University everywhere. Follow me there everywhere. And also on YouTube, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe. If you don't have your notifications bell, make sure that you turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you would like to join the community, I did put up the chart about the fix and the growth mindset. I also put up the 3 books. So go on over into the community, go like it, go comment, go let me know if you got a book. It's free to join. Go to bubblebabesuniversity.com, click community. Sign up if you don't have an account. If you do have an account, still go to community. It's going to take you right there. My last post is the post about the chart, and it's also about the 3 books. Go there and let me know if you're reading the book, if it meant something to you. Like, start engaging with me in the community. Yes, and yes. Okay. Yolanda said, I'm loving this. Hey, yes, Nikki, me. Thank you. You're welcome. Come on, y'all. Come on. We have to share out the live as well. Yes. One of my goals is to have 100 listening. My main goal is to have hundreds listening, but I do have 50 listeners. That's one of my short, like on my roadmap. I have my milestone. So I want to have the 50 and then I want to have the 100. So let's get it. Let's go. So I need y'all to share it out. If it resonated with you and it's somebody you know that can use it, share me out. Listen to the Millionaire Mindset. I promise you will be saying, I have a millionaire mindset. Touch your head and touch your heart. Yep, that's it. That's all. Listen to Les Brown, Eric Thomas all day. Listen to Les Brown, Eric Thomas all day, and I promise you will have energy. Period. Listen, I had 30 minutes yesterday and knocked out organizing my cohort assignment, then cooked the whole dinner. I felt so good. Yes. Thank you, Nikki. You're welcome, Big Meech. Come on. That's that Jamaican pepper. That's that pepper I will not eat. That pepper. Is too hot. Scotch Bonnet Nikki was on today. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much, Michelle. So everybody, again, move one small thing towards your goal today. And I want to know tomorrow, did you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you do it? Hold yourself accountable. You could lie, but again, you're going to be lying to you. You could lie to me and say, yeah, but when you don't hit that goal, I'm going to be like, you never did it. You know what I'm saying? Your results are going to show. So, like I said, join the community. Follow me on all social medias, Bubble Babes University everywhere. Also, we have memberships. So if you want to be a member of the YouTube platform, make sure that you're a member of the YouTube platform. And what else? That is it. That is all. Make sure that you are following. No, Thursday. I'm like, what else? I got one more thing. Thursday, we will be live. We have a live class with Chantel, and she is going to show you guys how to curate your own events that you can do online. So make sure that you save the date, save the time. Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm not sure if somebody is going live on Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm looking at my notes now. I think Miss Deltra has Thursdays at 7 p.m. I think she's supposed to go live tonight. We'll see. But we definitely going live on Saturday. And Thursday. And if you can't be there, catch the replay. It'll be up for 24 hours and then it will be gone. So with that being said, yes, next Thursday. With that being said, I am out of here. You guys have an amazing day and I appreciate you all. Bye, y'all.